You found an article recently in the Sydney Morning Herald that Australia is, and there's some quotes we'll refer to here, but Australia is fast becoming an uninsurable nation, according to modelling released by the Climate Council. Now, obviously, there's an agenda here, so we're not saying that this is unbiased information, but it is good information for you to have when you're starting to make decisions about which area, which property, what's the risk of what you're purchasing.
We'll include the map in the show notes here because you can actually go in there and have a look yourself as to whether you're looking at buying in a really risky area or not.
Pretty much everywhere, by the way. We'll get to that map in a minute, but pretty much everywhere up and down and around the coast is high risk for a lack of insurance.
Water or bush.
Yeah. But 1 in 25, now their estimate is 1 in 25 properties will be effectively uninsurable in just 8 years. 8. That's in our ownership life cycle, with figures as high as 9 out of 10 in the worst affected suburbs. So fascinating to have a look at that map and what information got. They used hundreds of data points to actually pull this thing together.
But also not only, and I guess what you have to think about, of course, is, the risk of these things happening to you and the inconvenience and the cost and just how devastating that can be, but also to property values. And we did do an episode a few weeks back on buying in flood zones. So we released that in May, I think.
It's definitely out. Yep. We've had some comments on that one.
And we talked about the impact on property values of flooding. Right. And certainly whole areas will be impacted. The values in areas will be impacted if you get a situation where 9 out of 10 houses can't be insured. That's pretty dramatic.
Yeah. It actually also highlights, if there is any event like that, how important it is to get photos and videos that are time-stamped, so that if your property is one of those ones that is in an elevated position, is not affected, then you've actually got evidence to support your claims when you go to resell, or if you're going to have a go at getting a premium reduced, which good luck. But you can always try. But that evidence, date stamped and proven, can be helpful in a lot of scenarios. So really important when you do become an owner of a property that you make sure that you're always gathering that information that might be useful if someone questions whether you did have. And I know people who the entire street was gone, but they were just like a little island. Now, it's not ideal to be stuck as an island, but you're only an island for maybe a day versus next door, which might have been inundated, or across the road that had raging floodwaters going through it.